All right, I want to talk a little bit about warming up. Most of us musicians have found ways that we like to warm up. For some people, we were talking about the Stones. I got to go backstage at a couple Stones gigs, and they have this like little what they call the I forget what they call it, like the warm up room or something like that. But they get together and there's like a little bar and pool table, and they sit and jam for like an hour or an hour and a half and get really really warmed up before they go on stage. And I found that to always be. We were talking about second set versus first set sometimes, when you play out. But this is a little warm up on guitar that I picked up somewhere along the line. And I start with an F note, and I just do whole steps. It's just a little stretching thing I do. So you go from an F to a G to an A, like. And then I go to the next string, which is the A string, and I go up a half step. And then the next string. So we're to the D string, then the G string. So that's about as far as I get, depending on how I'm feeling. Sometimes I'll go to. But generally I stay on the bass strings just to warm up, and it sounds like this in slow motion. So what happens is I just start out slow. Then I go up a half step. Then a half step again. And so on. So what that does is it kind of gets my fingers, shake them up. I play a few chords first. And then I'll just do a little, I won't overdo it, but I'll just do it long enough to get a little stretch going. And sometimes I'll mix it up with a rhythm. I'll go. I originally started doing that on electric guitar. It's a lot easier, but on acoustic it works as well. So it's just a little, you can go all the way up the neck. All the way up like that. And the reason I like it is because it's just a little bit different than most of the scales that I do. I usually don't do those scales when I play live, but so it gives a little stretch. So if I'm playing like live, I'll be doing more of a. And my stuff's a little bit more linear in terms of, if I'm in a minor major key, but by doing this, the climb, it's got kind of a. And after doing it for a while, you get your dexterity going and get it loosened up. So that's just a little thing I picked up along the way. And again, you can do it as long or as short as you want. But if you're moving up the neck, it just gives you a way to kind of try something different, a little bit different kind of intervals and stuff like that. So I thought I'd share that with you. That's a little warm up I do. Again, it was sort of built for electric guitar with lighter strings and a little less tension involved. But it works on this as well. And another one that I do sometimes, and I don't even really think about it, but I do this. And that's just something I mix up with, just to kind of stretch out and try something new. So I'll do that in slow motion in case you're interested. It goes like this. This is kind of a major scale feel. But I like that move. these are all, again, ways to put your fingers into positions they might normally not get in if you're playing just regular songs and stuff. So those are some things I do along the way just to kind of get ready for a gig or whatever. And then the other thing I do is, like I said, I just play just a real easy sing a little bit, get the voice warmed up, because I think there's something about singing and playing at the same time, for me anyway, where it gets my body into kind of a rhythm. I get into the sort of serving the song kind of clock, as it were. And so those are just some little techniques I do to warm up. And I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear what you guys do. And thanks for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate it.